Welcome to the Chilton Show, folks. Today I'm going to attempt something here. What I'm going to try to do is build a transit reader that will mount via magnets to the side of the dipper stick here. So that way if I'm digging down to grade, I'll use the transit stick once I find my grade, or say I'm starting at zero, you know, at the grass line at the lowest spot, that's my zero. I can set it up on here, get it to beep, and then everywhere I back up as I'm digging and peeling the dirt behind me, I can test it, check it out. So I'm going to use this right here, which is just a 1 inch, I think, or it might be 3/4. Yeah, it's 3/4 inch, a little smaller than I wanted. And then I've got some round base magnets here. I think they're earth magnets, I can't remember. I don't know, but this is what I use for my GoPro mounts, and it seems to work pretty good. But I'm thinking if I can mount it something like that right there, and I can move it up and down and then clamp the reader right here, then I'll be able to see what's on grade. And then in a future build, I'm gonna actually build one that's taller and put it on my blade. So that way once I get me a little pad leveled out and I know that's what zero is, then I can actually use the blade of the excavator and just keep pushing, and I can watch that reader facing away from me the whole time and watch it as it beats up and down. Now that I've got me some scrap metal, let's find out how far out from the dipper stick it needs to be. This is my handy dandy tape measure. 6.5 inches, and then by the time we put the magnet on it, it'd probably be about 7 inches. Alright, so here's the idea here. It will go something like that. And then here's are my magnets. So I've got some flat stock here that I can weld this to the center to, and then just drill a hole. I'll probably use this. That's some good beefy stuff. And then I've got some bolts here that'll just bolt the magnet right to the end. So that's the idea. It'll look something like that when it's all said and done. And then you'll be able to grab this and just stick it right to the machine, dig, and then you'll be able to, I won't have to get on and off the machine every single time because I'm lazy. So let's get the welder fired up. Get all this crud built up on them, no matter how clean you try to make them. If anybody knows how to keep these clean, feel free to let me know. Don't tell me clean workshop. That's gonna be cool. Let's go drill some holes. Alright, back at the workbench. That's pretty dang sturdy. So now it sticks out that far. A little farther than I would like, but should be able to see it from the machine. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that seems pretty. I might need to tweak some of these. Yeah, that one's not sitting all the way flat. And then I can also move it that far up and move it however far down that this piece will not hit. When the bucket curls up, this might hit right there. And then if I set the laser off that way, I could set it up like this and see this side of the laser. But then the laser has to be set in behind me over here to get a read on it. So now my theory on this one is that you just lift the bucket all the way out. And I have another idea for something I'm gonna see if I can make work. Hold on. It's my idea. So I cut I'm shaking. I cut this out and envision a 90-degree in it. And I got a big eye bolt here. No matter how you fling it, it always ends up down. So you hook that in there, and then I'll weld this. Now when these two line up, you know you're roughly straight up and down. I don't know how good this will work, but it's got to at least give me some sort of indication, and then I can always cut it out. I'm just gonna kind of lightly tack it in there. Alright, so the theory is that, I mean, we're close to straight up and down there. So as long as I set the machine to where this is straight up and down with this, then maybe that will give me an idea what's straight up and down. I don't know, let's see. Alright, see, well, that right there should have me straight. So as long as I set that, yeah, you get what I'm saying. It gives me a little bit of a reference, but it is hard to see from this angle, which is the opposite of this angle, of course. It's hard to tell if it's lined up from sitting back there in the operator's seat, which I just got it pretty dang close. So hindsight, maybe it needs to be somewhere else, or I don't know, I might just get rid of that. But if I lock my bucket all the way out and then put it in this 90-degree angle, the dipper stick, every single time, I should have me bag close to the same height every single time. And I don't have to get off the machine, because I'm lazy and I don't like getting off the machine. So yeah, there you got it. We'll shoot her with some paint. Probably not even shoot it with paint. Probably throw it in the truck and leave it in the truck for when I need it. But yeah, transit holder. Well, I appreciate y'all watching the channel. God bless. I'll catch you on the next one.